What's up, guys? We have moved back inside to do the next 15 of these packs. The noise outside got a little bit too loud, which was to be expected, so we'll try and move through these fairly quickly. But I do want to go through the cards at a decent pace just to see what we can get. So we have an ITG Action, Alexander Kavanov. We have a Vaclav Prospel, that's 0607 Upper Deck. Craig Ludwig, a Jason McBain World Championship from 93-94 Upper Deck. Roman Oksudia, Joey Koser, Darren Pupa, Joe Sorella, Perry Berezin, a Thomas Fleischman Heroes and Prospects. I think that's 0405 Heroes and Prospects. A Kevin Stevens Bowman, Donovan Hextall WHL 7th Inning Sketch, Miles O'Connor, Kurt Giles, and Brian Scrudland. So there we go. Last video did have some Gretzky's in it, some higher end names, and I mean obviously lower end sets, but nicer names. Let's see here. A Dave Anderchuk ITG Action. I always like these when they have the protective film. You can see how it's bowing there, which is normal with these chromium cards. But there's a nice Jeff O'Neill, Certified Select. So I do listen to Overdrive. So Jeff O'Neill is one of the voices I hear pretty much 3 hours a day. Dave Mikhailwall, Mikhail Tatarinov. There's one of my Joe Neuendijk. That's one of my favorite sets. I said the last video there with the foil on the Leaf set logo. There's a Mario Lemieux, and that's from 89-90. So an early Mario there. Michel Goulet, Mike Gartner from Bowman, another ITG Action, Pavel Dimitra. Another Topps Finest, here we go. Who was another, and I love the protective film on it. They're just nice looking cards, these Topps Finest. Can't really read the name though. It's Alexander Cherbayev. So interesting card there. Oh, these are stuck. Here's a Leaf set Lou DeBrusque. Pro Set Platinum of Paul Cavallini. Mark Habshid. There's a Matt Sundin from Parkhurst, and a Brent Sutter from Bowman. So overall, a pretty decent pack with two of the Topps Finest or Select Certified with a protective film. Interesting there. So here we have, if you've seen the other videos, we have another Brush with Greatness. So these either are, it's two options really. You either have the draw cards, which were like a promotion to hopefully win a painting, or you have the insert version of the card. So here's a Valerie Bure ITG Action. So we'll see, this is a Steve Yzerman. We'll see which one it is. Unfortunately, again, it is the draw. I mean, they're still tough to hit. It's the draw redemption card, but still a nice card there. Mike Ridley, Jeff Courtnall, Gary Lehman, Tim Kerr, Dave Tippett, Peter Skriko, Doug Gilmore. This is from the 0405 ITG set. A Mike Richter Super Rookie. So these are 91-92 OPG. An U Krupp 7th Inning Sketch of the QMJHL Celebration. I'm assuming that's when they won the cup at the end there. Yeah. Interesting card there. Bob Carpenter, Doug Bodger, and there's another Wayne Gretzky, Lady Bing from Score. I mean, these don't have much value, but it's just cool to pull a Gretzky out of, I mean, I paid these, I didn't say this video, these were 33 cents a piece. Got them off of Facebook. They are the older ones with some older inserts in them, some older base cards too, so that's why I picked them up. Let's see here. Alex McGillney, ITG Action. We have a Ray Whitney Tops. This is 99 2000 Tops. Sergio Momesso, Pat LaFontaine, Al McInnes, Kevin Hatcher, Al Iafredi, Petri Skriko, a nice Jacques Plante from 04-05 and with the Bruins. Always strange to see that Jacques Plante on the Bruins. You really don't think about it, but especially as a Habs fan. Dave Christian, Scott Mellenby, that's from Pinnacle. 7th inning sketch of Martin Bayeux. Nelson Emerson score. Ilka Sinisalo and a Dino Cicerelli. So pack number 5 for this video. All right. We have a Heroes and Prospects of David Lenovo. A Marcus Naslund, that's from the Be a Player Millennium series. Brian Mullen. So there's a lot of pro set, a lot of Bowman, but Mike Ridley, Mike Liut, Mike Sullivan, Pinnacle, Jamie McCown, Tony Granato, Andy Hilbert, ITG action, Gordon Pell from the OHL, 7th inning sketch, Joe Sorella, Sean Chambers, Todd Gill from 94-95 score, Dean Evison, and Pat Conacher. All right, so on to the second stack of 5 here. I think the most common outer card of these packs has been the ITG action, and we've also had a couple of those in the packs themselves. So those are the most common. ITG action of Alexei Yashin. We have an Ed Belfour Ultimate Victory. I think that's 99 2000 Victory. Dave McElwain. Kevin Todd, Parkhurst rookie. Tim Chevelday, Parkhurst. Another one of these nice Leaf cards, Wes Waltz. We have a Lemieux again. I think that's Lemieux, yeah. So again, this is I think the Pittsburgh like player card from 89-90. Bob Brook. Looks like we have some shinier cards in here. We'll see what they are. Keith Brown. And what is this? 96-97 Flair. Pretty thick card. You can see the stock on that compared to the other card is pretty thick. Who is it? It's Andrew Castles. So very thick stock card. 96-97 Flair. I don't think I've ever seen one of these cards. Nice looking card though. And here's another top finest of Bure. Valerie Bure. Again, with the protective film. Always nice looking. Brian Noonan from Pro Set Platinum. Tyler Wright. Stephen Leach. Ron Francis. And Dean Kennedy. All right, moving on. Seems like the ITG action are always on the side where you flip it, but there's a Garth Snow ITG action. An Olli Jokinen SB Authentic base. I think that's 0607. Yeah, 0607 SBA. Bob Carpenter, Peter Klima, Troy Loney, and Adam Oates, 89-90 O-Pee-Chee. John Shabbat, John Casey, Colby Genoa, Prospects from Heroes and Prospects. Dirk Graham, Steve Thomas, Joe Murphy, Vyacheslav Fetizov, Sergei Makarov, and a Joel Otto. All right, moving on. So I'm actually pretty happy with all the chromium cards we've hit. I think we hit 4 so far. 2 Topps Finest, a Flare. So some pretty interesting stuff here. Darren Hadar, ITG action. Brett McLean, that's 0708 OPG. Brent Ashton. Steve Casper, another Leaf set. The nice one here of Joey Odgers. Just hard to read the name, but nice looking card. Glenn Healy, Doug Wilson, John Shabbat. There's another MVP Classics of Tyson Nash. So this was like a subset of the MVP set. I really like the look of these. The background colors are so nice to look at. Shell Samuelson, Jeff Norton. What is this? A Frank Musel from Fleer Ultra. Interesting looking card there. Joe Murphy. Jamie Storr from World Junior Championships. That's a 93-94 Upper Deck. And a Steve Smith. All right. Oh, we hit one of these last time. These Prospect. I don't even know. Topps. No, Pacific Prospect AHL edition. Yeah. Let's see here. So we have Patrick Desrochers, ITG action. So a Peter Budaj, AHL Prospect edition. So he did play for the Habs for a while as their backup. And let's see which way this goes. This is all mixed. Let me just flip some around here. All right. We have from the O Canada set, Brian Little. Again, one of my favorite sets to open. Kerry Wilson. Alex Daigle from Collector's Choice. Donruss of Joe Nieuwendyk. 7th inning sketch from the QMJHL, Jean Imbo. Steve Smith. Ken Hodge. Jimmy Carson. Larry Murphy. Frederick Olesen. A classic Darren McCarty. Rookie sensation. So he actually played in the NHL, right? So decent one from Classic there. Dave Anderchuk. And an Ed Belfour season leader card from Score. All right. Let's see. This is the 10th pack here. 0708 Ryan Suter. Another one of those sets that I opened so much of. Danius Zubris ITG action. And then we're going this way. A Ray Bork Pro set. Kelly Chase Bowman. Steve Duchesne Score. That's the whenever you see this teal color, it's the traded set, not the Canadian or the American. John Druce, Paul Coffey, Patrick Flatley, a Cam Neely from the 0405 ITG. Jimmy Carson, Randy Moeller, Sylvain Blouin. That's 7th inning sketch, but it's one of those like star cards. A World Championships of John Varga, Larry Robinson. Also strange to see him. Yeah, that's always strange. And a Shark Attack. So that's one of the checklists from Score. So 5 left for this video. Going a little bit slower than last time, but whenever there was those chromium cards, I do like to look at those for a little bit. Let's see here. Looks like it's going this way. A Shane Morrison. That's 0506 Upper Deck. ITG action of Yaroslav Bednar. A Cam Neely Topps 8990 or 9091 Topps. Cam Neely. The Jack Adams Trophy from Pro Set. Robert Cron. An Al McInnes. This is from the McDonald's set from Upper Deck. This is, I think, 92, 93 McDonald's. My father actually collected a bunch of these sets. So I think I have like 4 copies of the whole set for that. Phil Housley. prospect from Heroes and Prospects of Eric Westrom, Dean Evison, Jeff Norton, Patrice Brisebois, František Musel, from Bowman, Bob Asenza, Dennis Vasky, and Brent Gilchrist. All right, so 4 left for this one. So here we actually have a 2004 titanium. So some of the parallels of this you can tell is the number is in the background instead of the jersey, instead of the team logo. So this looks like it's just the base, but Pavel Datsyuk, nice card. ITG Action, Michael Nylander, David Volek, Tom Curvers, a Colin Chin, Marathon Man from Classic. Here's another Classic here, Jeff Levy. This is the other year of Classic. This is, I think, 92, 93. A lot of the ones you'll find are 93, 94. Michael Picard, Larry Murphy, and O Canada Duels of Cassie Campbell and Manon Rhéaume. So this is just part of the base set, but there was like a tiered base, so these were a little bit tougher to hit in the base set. Theo Fleury. What is this? A Garth Butcher Pinnacle. I don't even know what that's from. Garth Butcher. St. Louis Blues. It's like an all-star game card. Interesting. From the Montreal all-star game. Interesting looking card. Glenn Anderson. 7th inning sketch of Eric Brulé. Sean Burr. And a Dirk Graham, Frank J. Selke from Score. This way. Mike Johnson, now I also frequently hear his voice on TSN nowadays. And here's a Jeremy Roenick SB Authentic. I think that's 99 2000, 98 99 SBA. So very early SBA card there. Tim Hunter, Glenn Anderson, Jim Johnson, Chris Dahlquist, Rob Ray, Michael Pavanka, international prospect from Heroes and Prospects of Michael Frolik, Pat Verbeek, Andrew Castles, Classic 93 of Yanni Lokinen, and this card stuck behind it here. There we go. A Valerie Kamensky Premier, Kevin Lowe, and a Cliff Ronning Stadium Club. So 2 packs left for this video. Nice looking card here. We'll take a closer look in a second. Alex Bourret, Heroes and Prospect, and a Dave Anderchuk. This is Pacific Dynagon. So another one of those rarer cards to find, even products to find really. Used to be really cheap. You could get a lot of these boxes, especially the Pacific boxes back in, I'd say 5 years ago on Grizzly Sports Cards, I think. They had a ton of these old boxes for really cheap, but even those have gone up in price now. We're going this way. Jim Johnson, Glenn Anderson, Ron Sutter, Charlie Huddy, Tony Horacek, Doug Wilson, another ITG Action of Alexander Kavanov, Lucien Debrois, Score, Bernie Nichols, Dave Anderchuk, a Mike Rathje rookie from Pinnacle, Andy Brickley, and a Ron Hextall from 93-94 for their Ultra. So last pack for this video. This one was a bit tighter, so I couldn't really cut through there. Let's see. ITG Action of Jody Shelley, 07-08 Yuri Hoodler O-Pee-Chee, Kevin Hatcher, Bill Holder, another one of these leaf sets of Igor Larionov, a Wayne Presley, Todd Gill, John Shabbat, another MVP Classics of Stephen Weiss. Oh, Stephen Webb. Interesting. MVP Classics. Again, the purple just looks so good. An Islanders card here from OPG. And what is this? A Ty Domi Fan Favorites. I'm assuming that's just from Upper Deck. 97, 98 Upper Deck. It looks like it's just tiered base with a regular numbering on the back. The Albanian Nightmare Ty Domi Fan Favorites. I'm assuming they had tiered base in the early Upper Deck sets, so that's pretty interesting there. Bob Kudelski, Dominic Lavoie prospect card, Brandon Convery World Championship, and Dave Ellett. So overall, interesting. I'm gonna just take a look at these again. So some interesting chromium or like foiled looking cards in this one. We had the Ty Domi that we just saw, this interesting Pinnacle All-Star Game card, Topps Finest of Valerie Bure, a Flair card from 96-97, thick stock here, of Andrew Castles, another Brushed with Greatness that happened unfortunately to be the draw card instead of the insert card, Topps Finest of Cherbayev, and a Jeff O'Neill Certified Edition Select. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and peace.